Do you want me to ask him a question? Let me know. I'm interviewing him tomorrow.
Who are we bringing in?
Okay, let's go about Harry Kane.
As of right now, Damian Lillard's Trailblazers are making their 8th run at that elusive NBA championship. Could this be the year for the
Who's punching?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Chuck, have we stopped commentators? Welcome back to another exciting edition of NBN basketball. Tonight we have the Brooklyn Nets visiting the Boston Celtics, looking to take a 3-1 lead in this first round matchup. Joining me on the call tonight is Mike Herrick, and I'm your host, Kane Man. Looking at tonight's game, how are you looking for the Boston Celtics to respond to that loss in Game 3?
Yeah, we saw it last time, didn't we? We were on that game, and we saw LeBron James fight foul trouble and come back and dominate in that second half. So they need to defend him better. They need to expect a bit more out of Jaylen Brown. And I remember specifically saying that they had to get Jonas Valanciunas going in the post a bit. He did not play that well whatsoever and didn't have many post opportunities. And when he did, he took very stupidly forced shots. So slow down the offense a bit, try and smother LeBron a bit, and yeah. But harder said than done, obviously telling you to slow down LeBron James.
Yeah, easier said than done. As Durant comes away with the first rebound. Finds Covington inside, but misses the jam. Tatum gets the board and comes the other way. Pulls up and gets the first points of the night.
Yeah, you're going to have a big game out of Tatum regardless. We know that. The guy's going to go off at least 30, you'd expect. It just depends on the other players of the Celtics if they want to have a chance against this Nets team.
They have to work harder defensively, stopping the shot there. Harris with the shot clock at 5. Shoots from 2, buries the shot.
Celtics are fine with that shot though. It's not the best shot whatsoever for the Nets than a dribble pull-up 2 off Joe Harris. Like, you're fine with that kind of shot for the Celtics defense right now. Tatum takes the open 3, can't make it.
James board, fast break opportunity. Covington, could he get back to James? No, he goes it himself. Then he takes it inside on Tatum.
He tries to draw the foul, but can't.
Tatum brings it up now for the Celtics. Action for Oubre.
Yeah, you have an open lane, you can take advantage.
I
say Tatum.
Gets the inside on Durant and jams it over Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yeah, Tatum looking like he was watching Luka Doncic last night in the real-life NBA. He's going to do it all on his own, it seems, tonight. As LeBron dribbles out of play.
A lackadaisical display there from LeBron. How often do we see that? Tied early on, 4-4, 10 minutes left to go here in the first. Kemba has it.
That's Tatum again. Pick and roll action with Val. Doesn't find him under the rim. Instead tries to ISO at Covington.
Shot clock. Walker now has it. Takes the pick. Can he find Tatum? No. Goes to 3. And Tatum cutting inside for
2-on-1 counter. Yeah.
Oh!
Easy in transition.
Easy dunk down. Kemba's not going to stop that. Ron James with the jam. Kemba now takes the pick. Double pick.
Oh!
Behind the head pass to Jaylen Brown. And converts against the traffic. Harris dribbling it up for the Nets. Rush for Durant. Takes the 3. Buries it. Great play there set up for Durant to get off open for the 3. Tatum brings it up now for the Celtics. Passes it to Oubre. Takes the pick. Back to Tatum. 10 on the shot clock.
Now ISO at Covington, it seems.
Yeah, it seems we can here.
Ugh, goes the hard contested hook shot.
Not the best look there for Tatum. Better defense there from the Nets. Harris back out to James. Double team comes. Covington buries the
Not
open
an
three.
intelligent double there whatsoever.
Early, not even on the drive, down 3-point line. Not the double team you want to see from on LeBron as he
Valanciunas, yeah. Bad play on both D and offense there from Valanciunas. Luckily, he gets away with a missed field goal from LeBron, but still not good for Valanciunas already this game.
Yeah, bit of a heat check there from LeBron.
Ooh.
Tatum gets the foul on Covington, gets to the line for 2. Makes the first. He converts them both as the Celtics now trailed 8-12. 8 minutes up to go here in the first quarter. LeBron, covered by Jaylen Brown.
Oh.
Shot misses there for Durant. Celtics
That's
get away.
Tatum in transition. He's got Valanciunas wide open. Doesn't give it to him. Instead goes for the contested layup again. Tatum needs to start passing the ball a bit.
Durant to the rack.
Yeah, too easy for Durant there.
Easy look inside. Puts up a 6-point lead as the Celtics take a timeout, 14-8 for the Nets. Speaking with the head coaches the head coaches / owners of each of these teams, the Celtics really are looking for an interior, change focus on the interior. And I spoke with him earlier. How do you look for the Nets or for the Celtics to do that? Prevent the Nets from getting inside.
You need to expect a bit more from Valanciunas and not play so hard on these pick and rolls that they keep doing. You're seeing a lot of hard hedging right now, which they probably shouldn't be doing as much. And the problem is as well is that they are playing Tatum at power forward, so it's not going to do as well, obviously. Interior, he's never been known as an interior defender, so unless he did a bit of a lineup change, it's going to be harder said than done to change that right now.
First shot as James slams it down. Nice entry feed on the hard cut from James. Tatum hands it to Burks. Pass to Valanciunas. Now a shot clock for the Celtics.
Let's get a curl for Kemba, gets it easily through LeBron.
Nice look inside there for Kemba. LeBron brings it up. Stein gets inside. Alley-oop! Acrobatic finish there from Willie Cauley-Stein. Kemba inside to Valanciunas.
Is he going to take advantage or pass it off? Good pass inside to Tatum, but gets blocked.
Covington, great closeout there. Durant up ahead to James. Jams it down and the foul. Looks like Kemba Walker couldn't get out of the way in time. Substitutions here for the Nets. Durant stays in while Dinwiddie and Marcus Aldridge comes to the game. Isaiah Stewart comes into the game for the Nets. Tatum, look inside. Aldridge steals it. Dinwiddie in transition. Can he find James? No, goes it himself for the easy deuce. Great look there. As the Nets open up a 11-point lead. 23-12 with here 5:20 left to go in the first. The Celtics find a nice bust inside for Burks. Offense really working itself nicely for the Nets so far. 77% from the field. Quick passing, they can't convert though inside. Aldridge misses it. Brown buries the three in the corner. James brings it up. Takes a pick from Aldridge. Has the mismatch, I think. Dinwiddie.
Wide open. Wow. Very surprising miss. Wide open from mid-range.
Yeah, he had the shot there. Kemba finds Tatum inside, and just like that, the Celtics are back within 4. Nice work here from the Celtics, taking advantage of the transition. Oh, but they don't get back themselves, and Durant makes a hard cut to the rim and gets the easy dunk. Another timeout here for the Celtics as they close the lead down to 6. 4 minutes left to go here in the first. 25-19. Mike, what do you see here from the Nets that are pushing this lead ahead?
They're just sticking to their game plan right now, just getting inside with absolute ease and just dominating. You're seeing LeBron just go doing whatever the hell he wants, as well as just the rest of the Nets right now. And you did say the Celtics have been trying to work on the interior defense, but it doesn't look like they have whatsoever up to now. But yeah, 4-point game right now for Brooklyn. Just looks like it's going to keep going up.
Tatum gets the easy jam inside. The Nets have to pick it up defensively as well if they want to get the Celtics, if they want to build this lead back up. Dinwiddie gets inside to the rim, and easy lay-in inside. Dinwiddie did well last game in Game 3 in place of LeBron. After his early foul trouble, as Burks tries inside here and gets the foul. Takes the line for 2. This one, Alex Caruso also checking into the game, as well as Taj Gibson, who had a really nice performance in Game 3. Didn't tear it defensively for the Nets. Caruso hands it to James.
Too easy inside for LeBron.
That's just ferocious there.
Yeah, you can't have Reggie Jackson on him defending him right now, or that's just going to keep happening over and over again.
Gallinari takes a 3, drives inside, now switch on to LeBron. Can't convert the shot over James. James now in transition. Alley-oop from Caruso. Great look inside. Celtics trail by 8 here. 2:30 left to go. Jackson finds Burks in the corner. Buries the 3. Lead back within 5. Caruso brings it up. Quick switch there. James working out Burks. Switches now again. Gibson takes the 3. Misses it, but James with the board and the jam. Easy put back there for LeBron. Jackson brings it up. Gallinari. Pass this Tatum. Inside now. To the rack and gets fouled hard by Taj Gibson. As you were saying before, Mike, Tatum, early aggression from him, 12 points. A quick, nice start from him, keeping his team in the game so far.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, they might need to play make a little bit more if they want to have a chance in this game. But in terms of offense themselves, playing very well, just scoring the ball.
Dinwiddie makes the open shot, and looking here, 16 of 22. The Nets' offense has really just been no impediments against him. Tatum. Shot clock at 8 now. Braun pressing hard up against him. Gets inside and lays it in. That's pretty good defense there, but from LeBron, but Tatum just converting against him. Caruso passes it to Dinwiddie. Fouled there by Reggie Jackson. And here, defensive presence inside shown by Robert Covington. 53 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Taj Gibson passes inside to Aldridge. Swings it to Caruso, 8 on the shot clock. Best of picks, but Reggie Jackson completely lets his man go inside to the rim. Caruso, easy deuce. Jackson makes the double screen. Shot clock Gallinari misses a three. Dinwiddie brings it up. Caruso foul at the rim. Line for two. Aggressive start here from Alex Caruso. First both free throws, and the Nets have built up a 9-point lead here at the end of the first quarter as the Celtics will dribble out for the last possession. Tatum isolating at the top of the arc. On the clock now, throws it to Jackson for the three. Battles out, and at the end of the first quarter, the Nets have a 9-point lead, looking to take a 3-1 series advantage. We'll be back after this. Back now to this presentation of NBN playoff basketball. The Nets have a 9-point lead here in the second quarter. James inside, gets to the rack and lays it in. We're up to a double-digit lead here. Jackson brings it up. Passes it to Jaylen Brown. Pick from Valanciunas right inside.
Again, though, lack of passing on the pick and roll. Double block there from Marcus Aldridge. Valanciunas wide open under the rim instead. Brown goes for it himself.
James stripped though. And Caruso can't convert as well. Gibson double team. James defended by Bruce Brown. First time we're seeing him in the series. But James converts again, as we're seeing here just how good LeBron James is, even at this age. Jackson takes the pick from Valanciunas, misses.
Oh, man, he did it. Gallo should be getting the offensive rebound, then had positioning as well.
Transition.
Ugh. Not the best shot there whatsoever.
He had the opening.
It was a 2 though.
Only threes indeed. Brown driving inside. Gets the rack but can't convert at the rim. Take the layup. James, transition three, misses it. Gallinari brings it up for the Celtics. They need this. Misses it. Not the best shot decisions there. James brings it up, defended by Bruce Brown now. Is that post-up action for Gibson? Well, he's defended by Jackson, so I see why. And he does score. Nice look inside for Taj Gibson. And the Nets have broken up a 15-point lead. 45-30. Celtics getting a little bit desperate now. Brown takes the pick, 8 on the shot clock.
Oh, God. Well, I'll show you one from Bruce Brown.
Not what we're expecting from him. We're expecting him to be defensively stopping James from getting these easy dunks, but right now the Nets offense really working well, as you see here. 12 assists already. It's only the second quarter, and the Celtics have to take another timeout. The Nets have broken out a 17-point lead. And Mike, it's funny that you say that you're expecting the team to really just continue the system, and that's exactly what we're seeing. That was what their head coach really spoke about earlier when I spoke to him ahead of the game, was that as long as the system that they have set with LeBron James playing point guard and this giant rotation continues, if they continue to play the system, they don't have any worries about what the Celtics can do defensively against them.
Yeah, this is the thing, is that they aren't really trying to put a good defender on LeBron James. This is the first time in the game we've seen a more specific defender on him than Bruce Brown. But outside of that, we've seen Kemba guarding him and Reggie Jackson, and just suicide the second you put those kind of players on LeBron when he's got a bloody 9-inch advantage on. So the Celtics definitely need to go back to the drawing board, reconfigure, because right now they're going to keep getting slaughtered. The only reason they had a chance last game was due to LeBron missing so much. And as we see now that he's actually getting time, they've got a 17-point lead.
But who do you think on this roster for the Celtics can actually slow down or attempt to slow down LeBron?
You'd try like Jaylen Brown or someone, wouldn't you, at least? Like,
I think that's what we saw in game 2 and 3, but it just didn't work out as well.
I'd try someone else then before giving the keys to Kemba to try and slow down LeBron James. If I was there, maybe Tatum, and just someone else, someone who has a bit of length on him at least, who isn't just going to get absolutely bullied around.
Line now for 2. Pushes the lead up to 19. 51-32 with 8 minutes left to go here in the first half. Desperate times for the Celtics. And as they possibly are facing a 3-1 deficit in the series.
Oh, it's too easy again.
Great recovery there from Spencer Dinwiddie. He's initially beat.
Yeah, Celtics players just step too slow on these high post actions with Valanciunas playing the playmaker. We've seen that now 3 times where the off-ball cut keeps getting blocks at the rim.
Durant 3 on the shot clock finds Covington blocked. I was wondering why Cauley Stein didn't dunk it over Reggie Jackson earlier, but that's just my musings. As Valanciunas finds Kemba Walker. Swings it to Jaylen Brown. Moves on Covington.
Oh, but that's the thing again. They just keep dribbling into the paint where they've got such active hands. Like, they need to get the ball moving a bit more.
Cauley Stein's got to take advantage of this. This is getting annoying. He's got Kemba on.
But they've got KD for 3. Could always just give it him instead.
Yeah, that's probably the best line decision. And it's the star player. That's open up a 22-point lead.
Oh, what a screen from Kemba Walker. But again, can't make it at the rim. Jaylen Brown playing terribly at the rim right now.
Dinwiddie. What? He's feeling himself. Misses a 3 though. Gallinari swings it to the ground, takes the shot, misses it. Nets come their way, holding on to a 22-point lead. They find Durant. Let's make it 24. Under 6 minutes left to go here in the first half. And the Nets bring the clamps down on the Boston Celtics. Getting ready to put them out of their misery. Nice open 3 there for Jaylen Brown. Struggling here. 2 of 7 to the field. Open dunk here for Covington. This is getting ugly.
Yeah, way too easy for Brooklyn right now.
Jalen Kemba driving inside, misses it. Durant gets the board. Wow, crowd going quiet as Durant converts over this much smaller defender.
Yeah, 28-point lead. Been a while as well, we can say.
This is getting ugly. Jaylen Brown drives inside. Can't convert again. Dinwiddie misses, but Willie Cauley-Stein now decides the time is right for me to score. As he taps in the putback. What? Oh my goodness, finally. An easy layup converted. The Celtics, after 34 points now, feel like this has been a massive, at least 20+ point swing in the last 10 minutes. As Durant converts again, 18 points for him quietly. Brown swings to Valanciunas. Looks inside for Brown. Gets the rack at least this time for the foul. First foul committed here for this Nets team that's quarter, and I think that really illustrates just how well they played defensively in the second quarter, really backing it up as they look to put the Celtics down 3-1. Brown converts both free throws. Dinwiddie passes it to Harris, who's just checked back into the game. 28-point advantage for the Nets. Harris takes the pick, drives inside on Kelly Oubre.
Hey, they got to stop at least.
Been a while since we said that, but Jaylen Brown, open three. There we go. Where's that shot? Dinwiddie now for the Nets. Gonna need a few more stops if they want to get anywhere close to this back in this competition. And Durant says no. Don't even think about it. Jams it over J-Val. Goes to the line for the free throw, buries it, converts the three-point play. What point do we excuse the crowd for wanting to leave?
They should just leave now, to be honest.
Tatum converts. Well, at least you got to see Tatum making these shots.
You think this could be down to the sacking of Brad Stevens? Well, him stepping down, so now they have currently zero coaching.
Well, he doesn't step down. He actually stepped up.
Yeah, stepped up, sorry. But still, point stands. And that, if anything, Kemba Walker has taken over the coaching duties for this game, it seems.
Yes, as he has 8 points here, 4 of 10, but struggling defensively. So finds Harris, open three, misses it.
Yeah, surprising miss.
Bridge driving inside, lays it in. Nice contest there from Harris, but is unable to stop him. It's down to 22. Russo. 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. Swings it to Durant. Driving inside. 9 on the shot clock. Good double team there. That's better defense. Oubre gets the strip. Pulls up. Misses it. Valanciunas.
Hey.
Converts the putback.
He's into a 20-point game.
Hey, you gotta make it at least competitive and respectable. Can't just end the half with 34 points. Caruso buries the open three. Back out the 20-point lead with a minute and a half left to go. The corner Tatum. Driving inside and Covington loses the ball and stripped. Rocco comes the other way. Goes inside, gets all the way inside to Durant. Foul at the rim by Jaylen Brown. Durant at the line for two. We did not see this aggression from Durant in Game 3, even when LeBron sat down. Tonight, Durant much more aggressive, getting to the rim, getting drives aside, and taking even some more audacious threes.
Yeah, it seems to have really stepped his game up after the last game of just absolute passiveness as Tatum clanks a three off the back of iron.
Wasn't until he played with LeBron in the third quarter. Oh. This is that three.
Not too easy, though.
Charlie Stein converts. Really dominating on the rebounding margin. 26 rebounds.
What's the mercy symbol? Is it plus 40?
No, the 40 points is when I start talking about the England New Zealand series and
Okay, that's better.
how crucial that series is for New Zealand as a warm-up.
No one in the league likes cricket. I'm sorry.
At 40 points, those who do can stay around. Right now, Durant, 3 on the shot clock, finds Caruso for 3, buries it, and the lead crosses 30 points. Kemba says no! Kemba has some pride! But I don't know how much you can really celebrate that 3. Oh my goodness, Kemba Walker. From 3/4 court. Says, no, sir. It's only a 27-point lead. What are you talking about? At the half, the Celtics are going to need more of that if they're going to want any way of coming back into this game. Defensively, though, they've just been unable to stop the Nets. Really, 65% from the field. 18 assists already. LeBron James, 21 points. A dominant display from the Celtics, or from the Nets here. A not so dominant display here from the Celtics. Feel bad for this guy. The halftime stats. Jason Tatum leading the way for the Celtics. 16 points for him. Kemba with 11. Getting some decent offensive production from their star players and even from the bench, but defensively, it's where it's really breaking down for them. Durant, 8 of 11, 23 points. LeBron James, 10 of 12, 21 points. Caruso even off the bench for 10 points, and everyone else even converting. Even Taj Gibson had a play drawn up for him as the Nets. 65% from the field, 45% from the feet, from 3-point line, getting to the rack, getting to the line as well, dominating on the boards. Just a really dominant display. And what do you have to say for the Nets as they look ahead? Maybe not right now looking ahead, but as we look ahead for them as the possible title contender.
I mean, it's very easy to say they are a title contender, isn't it, when you have this great shooting around LeBron and Durant. We just see one of those great shooters, Joe Harris, just nail the 3. I think they're going to have a hard time against Atlanta, obviously, because surely they can match them for star power. Tatum makes a 3 himself, but it's going to be hard. And then the West is also quite heavily stacked, and we still have some great teams in the East as well. Outside of Atlanta, we have Indiana, and I don't know who else because I don't care about the other teams. Is there any others? Oh, Milwaukee. Yeah, no one cares about
The disrespect.
I genuinely forgot about Milwaukee.
That's just really funny that you forgot about Milwaukee.
But I think they could go far. I think they've easily got the Bucks, but I can't remember what side of the bracket they're on and who they play in the semi-finals. Would it be Indiana?
This is the 3-6, right? Or the 2-7?
Who's the 3rd or 2nd seed? Is it Atlanta?
This is the 4-5. This is the 4-5 spot. They're actually.
So they play the Bucks?
Yeah, they're playing the Bucks next round.
Oh yeah, they should easily get through that. So.
Oh, so you would actually pick the Nets, who are, they're the 4 seed. And technically this would be an upset.
Yeah, but these guys aren't a real 4 seed, are they? Like, with the amount of star power they have, these guys should be a top 2 seed. They just didn't do that well in the regular season. For God knows why. But, yeah, come on now. Like, a team with Durant, LeBron, and then all these great shooters around them like Covington and Joe Harris. And all the rim protection, even LaMarcus Aldridge, who I don't understand how they still have thinking he is retired, but yeah, Brooklyn are a very good team, especially made for the playoffs, so I could see them easily beating Milwaukee. It's just then if they face off against the likes of Atlanta or Indiana in the conference finals, who would take that? And I think I've said I would have Atlanta beat them in terms of my bracket. I can't remember now. Maybe.
Well, just defensively, I think that the Bucks could really match up with them just because they can go with a massive lineup, put Oladipo in at point guard, and have Giannis just in defensive matchups defend against the Bucks, and then have Chris Middleton, I guess, defend against Durant, giving up some height there, but that'll be the closest you can get to
but
really
that's
matching up.
Yeah, that's what we're saying there. They're going to be losing a lot of height on these players. And LeBron James and Kevin Durant, no disrespect to Giannis, but they are both better players than it. And I just don't think they can handle it. I mean, they have Oladipo, Middleton, and who else do they have? Is it Kevin Love, I think?
Kevin Love. They also have Dwight Howard, and Dante DiVincenzo is a pretty good shooter. They have Jeff Green, always has his points.
I think outside of their, like, let's say big two, because I won't really class Chris Middleton as part of the big two. But outside of that, their team is very, very, very similar in terms of Dinwiddie and Oladipo and Aldridge and Love and even Cauley Stein and Dwight Howard and DiVincenzo and Joe Harris. So I'd say they're very similar, but I'm putting LeBron and the combined LeBron and Durant over Giannis and Chris Middleton 100%. Unless I'm missing any other players in Milwaukee who are difference makers. No, really.
Yeah, I think that the only way the Nets or the Bucks rather can look to themselves and say we can really challenge this Nets insane offense is if their backup unit can do better than the Nets, which I don't think really was able to do as well as they have in the playoffs and maybe the regular season. I don't think they were really putting up this level of play consistently.
Oh yeah, we know definitely Simmons Stream are completely different beasts, and there's Brooklyn depth as well. Like they're bringing the likes of LaMarcus Aldridge and Spencer Dinwiddie off the bench, which is just insane when you think about it. Because these two players are 80 pluses in terms of 2K ratings. They're just great players regardless of that. So it's a dangerous game as Dinwiddie comes in right now.
You're right that they're bringing in two very good players off the bench, but they're also bringing in Alex Caruso, a lower overall player.
Yeah, exactly.
They're bringing in Taj Gibson, who is a 76 still. Like, not terrible, but still on the lower.
No, he's not a 76, so we traded him.
Nah, is he 75 now?
No, he is actually 75.
But I think that the Nets, Bucks more so than the Nets, have a slightly better rotation. But the Nets' rotation actually fits their team really well.
Definitely, they've done perfectly just getting their team around Durant and LeBron. I mean, the team was basically set up anyway around Durant before the start of the season, but bringing in LeBron for what they did and then just keeping some of their pieces as well as adding the likes of Covington and Caruso and even Taj, like they've become a very solid team. And like we said, they're a 4th seed, but they should not be a 4th seed, and just the regular season didn't go that way. And that can happen at times. They might have rested players as well. I can't remember how the regular season went in regards to that, but yeah. While that Milwaukee team, very similar team, but I just can't see it. I feel LeBron and Durant are too much, as we're seeing right now, as LeBron has had a disgustingly dominant game, defensively and offensively. And then we have Durant, who can easily put up 40 if he wants to. So I have them over Milwaukee, definitely, in my eyes.
It's going to be difficult, especially because, I mean, there's going to be at least one, maybe 2 games maybe 2 games where you can say that Giannis is going to just dominate.
Yeah, of course. I'm not
He's
saying
gonna
that they're going to get
he's gonna
swept,
get
but
his. He's gonna get his 50-point game. At
yeah, I
least.
could see it getting to
Right.
6 to maybe even 7, but I just see Brooklyn doing it. Like, they have such a good team, really balanced. They could have a struggle next season without LaMarcus, obviously, and a few other players, but and for some reason if LeBron opts out and leaves, but outside of that, and Dinwiddie as well, sorry, but right now this team very dangerous for this current playoffs, that's for sure.
I think weirdly enough, they really need Taj Gibson to stay around. Just because of how good he has been defensively. I
And
mean,
he also has a player option, so he could easily opt out. It's a player option for the vets minimum, and he's had a good season in real life for the New York Knicks as well. Started the last game or two for the Knicks in the playoffs before he got knocked out by the Hawks, but still, he could be getting a bit more money. Who knows?
and I think that for his position, I think that these players that are around 74 to 76, these are players that if in the right role, they can play around 8-12 minutes in a stream, do really well because they know their role. And Taj Gibson, he knows exactly what he's needed to do. Gets himself to the line for 2. .point lead, 5 minutes left to go. And that's about to break into the 100 mark already. Back again, dangerously close to some cricket time.
Oh, no, cricket talk level now, and I don't want to talk about cricket. Talk about
Tatum missed 3. Well, you're gonna need more Tatum burying 3s. Caruso brings it up.
Boy, Crusoe, ISO him. Oh, it's boring.
Aldridge missed 3. Well, earlier in the day, we had the Indiana Pacers finishing their sweep of the Orlando Magic. We just now spoke about these 2 teams. Let's look at that Indiana team. How do you look at them as a team that can possibly come out of the East?
Yeah, we've watched it. We've covered a couple of their games, and Indiana are a dangerous team. Very, very deep, as we've gone on before. We've said before, plus having Kawhi Leonard always helps. Very good defensively, and they could do really well if they're on the other side. It's a worry against Atlanta thinking how good they are, especially inside, and you would probably say that is probably Indiana's weakness right now. Is that they don't really have anyone who could probably contain Anthony Davis.
Yeah, they're about to go up against this Atlanta Hawks team. You'd assume they're going to finish up Miami Heat as they lead at series 3-0. The next game for that actually is tomorrow. But looking at the team for Indiana, it's going to be difficult for them to really stop Anthony Davis because they only really have, Brook Lopez they have, Robert Williams they have, but that's really this, and Eric Pascal, whichever version you want, but I don't think these are players that are really going to stop Anthony Davis if anyone can in 2K.
I mean, it's not even just that as well. It's the danger that what Atlanta have is they have, outside of him, they have Paul George, who I know isn't a top-tier All-NBA player, but he's damn near close. And outside of that, they have so many flamethrowers on their team, the likes of, Trey Young, Derrick Rose, Norman Powell. These are all guards who can literally go for 40 if they want whenever. Well, not whenever, but you would not be surprised if they all had like a 30-plus point game in a series each. It's insane that these kind of just absolute gunners they have.
Well, defensively for the Indiana Pacers, on the front court and on the back court and wing side at least, they're about as good as any team have a chance of matching up against. Kawhi can guard against Paul George and obviously lock him down.
Yeah, they've got Kawhi. Yeah.
Wiggins will do a decent job. He'll stay in front. He's long, so in 2K he'll be good. He'll get some steals. He'll get some blocks. He's athletic enough. He'll be decent on the wing players. against Atlanta, but he probably will get beaten on some drives from Norman Powell. Even at the point guard position, Malcolm Brogdon is no slouch, so he's going to be able to stop some of the offense from Trae Young.
They even also have Tyrese Halliburton, who isn't the best defensively, but he's a 6'6" guard who has long arms. Like, he can put in the defensive effort. He can definitely try and stop some of these flamethrowers that the Hawks have in their rotation.
It's whether or not they'll be able to bury their threes. I think.
Of course.
The Hawks will be able to get that. Should be able to get separation on these players. So Brogdon is a good defender. He'll be able to press up, but Halliburton, I'm not confident in him being able to close out on those step backs or on those off-ball action for Trae Young, for Norman Powell, and I'd say the same as well for Andrew Wiggins. I really only trust Brogdon for those closeouts, and if I guess I don't see Patty Mills getting some minutes. Maybe if they want to match up offensively, get some threes going, but even then, that'd actually be worse for them if they probably did that, because he's also a pretty poor defender. It's going to be difficult for them defensively, but offensively, if they can get themselves going and find a way to convert the threes and convert inside against Anthony Davis, maybe they can match up with them. But I don't know. Which of the would you say if the Bucks? Who has the better chance of winning that series? The Bucks or the Pacers?
I'd say the Bucks, surely because they're a lot closer to the level of the Brooklyn Nets in regards to. I think, to be fair, both of them are going to go to at least 6. I just think the Bucks, as we said, they are both very, very similar teams, and if Giannis can do stupid Giannis things, it could be incredibly close. So who knows? But yeah.
Yeah, I think that's, to me, the variance there's much more variance in the game-to-game for the Pacers series because of the three-point shooting. I don't think the Bucks will get through only if Giannis is really just stupidly dominant on both ends of the court. I think it's pretty much confirmed he'll be dominant at least on a night-to-night basis. If he can be dominant on both ends 4 nights, then it might be over for Giannis. Hey, they've gotten it down to 26. Dinwiddie to the line for 2 free throws. 30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. 106-78. Alley-oop. Finds Kemba. Time for the easy boost. So swings it to Covington. Back to Dinwiddie up top. Shot clock winding down as Dinwiddie gets to the line for 2 free throws. This second one. At the end of this third quarter, can Kemba do it again? Oh! It's inside for Gallinari. Cuts the lead to 25. But at the end of 3 quarters, the Nets are really getting ready to look ahead to the second round as they put the clamps on the Celtics, threaten to put up a 3-1 lead. Mike, looking ahead to Game 4, or Game 5, is there anything that you're looking to see that can be done for the Celtics to try and change the narrative that's being built up here?
It's the same thing I said at the end of Game 3 again, sorry. They need to slow down the offense a bit. They need to have a bit more settling and try and play it a bit more through the post right now. Holstein, albeit as good as a weak side defender, he's not the best post defender. And same with like Durant as well. Durant's a great weak side defender as well as on the perimeter, but if if he's going to get bullied around by Valanciunas, he's going to have problems. And they're just not utilizing their post play, and maybe even a rotation change. Like maybe take out Kelly Oubre, push Brown and Tatum up in the pecking order, and then try and play a genuine power forward or something. Because right now, their inside D is terrible, and then they don't really have anyone helping that whatsoever, in my opinion.
Yes. Is that Romeo Langford? I can't see it's being blocked with the TNT thing. Miles takes the shot, misses it. The starters want to come, or at least some of the bench, some of the main rotation players trying to get back into the game. As the Celtics have cut this down to 21 with the end rotation in for the Nets. But with no stoppage of play, the Celtics can keep cutting into this lead. Oh, that's Shalil Okafor there. Caruso. Stripped by Kemba. Here come the Celtics. Oubre blocked.
There goes the Celtics.
Yeah, as a stoppage of play, and Okafor probably saw his last minutes. That was Lance Stevens. I think that's his name. I actually have no idea if his name is Lance. Lamar Stevens. Jaylen Brown misses the shot inside, and Durant put the Celtics back where they belong. Swings it to Caruso. Takes the pick, drives inside, pops it out for Aldridge, misses the three, and Walker gets the board. Walker, transition three, misses it himself. Let's bring it up, LeBron. And then by Oubre. Double team comes. Swings it back to James. Nice little give and go. Two action there, and the Celtics take a timeout. And that's 23-point lead, commanding lead, looking to take a commanding lead in the series. Drafting.
Kate Cunningham and Evan Mobley. We have two lottery picks, right?
Aldridge blocks the inbounds.
Oh, we haven't rigged the lottery. What are you talking about?
Outside of top to Oubre. Stewart. Time on the shot clock. Celtics trying to find something here. Oubre buries the shot. Lead back down to 21. Nets offense getting a little lazy here in the second half, in this fourth quarter, as the bench units have been pulled out for the most part. Durant stripped. Nice work there from Kemba Walker. Monari dribbles it up, takes the three, misses the transition shot. Could have brought it within 18. It's Durant. Dribbles it down onto Kemba. Easy drive to the rim for Kevin Durant. 27 points for him. Isaiah Stewart. This is the open. Jalen Brown gets Kemba for 3. Misses it.
A surprising shot there. He had the open paint just looking at him, and instead he goes for the 3.
Russo missed a foul on Jalen Brown.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Exposed 3 points. Brown now. Passes it to Walker. Swings it to Tatum. Takes the pick. Drives inside. Misses the jump shot. Durant. Ahead to Caruso. And go with James, but misses the 3-point shot. Gallinari brings it up for the Celtics. Inside to Tatum, takes the contested jump shot, misses it. Caruso with the board, finds Covington in transition, blocked by Tatum. Tatum brings it up now. Hands it to Walker. Gets it back, easy lane to the rim, but blocked from behind. LeBron James saying no, not again. Taj Gibson back into the game for the Nets. As Brown drives inside, hands it to Gallinari. Going the shot clock, takes the contested shot, buries it. And down to 23. James inside to Gibson, defended by Valanciunas. Old school post matchup here. Oh, Gibson takes a 3, buries it. Oh, damn it! Foot on the line.
Boo.
Give it to him, ref. Tatum shows it how it's done. Buries the 3. Tatum not giving up on this game. No, my goodness. And Gibson not giving up on his NBN career. Covington gets the steal. Ahead. Nice lead pass for James for the dunk. Back out to the 26-point lead. So assuming the worst for the Celtics, they go down in Game 5 valiantly and lose the series 4-1. Where do they go ahead from here for next season?
I'd say probably trade away Jason Tatum for Patrick Beverley. I feel like they definitely need a point guard like Beverley, and Tatum's not doing enough for them, so I'd say go that way. Then probably Jaylen Brown for PJ Tucker.
Now seriously, what should they do?
It's hard, isn't it? Like,
in response to this, because clearly what they need is either more athletic or better rim protection, which I assume, I'm also going to say, I assume will be better next season with a better tendencies for Isaiah Stewart, because he is not the defensive player that we know him to be in this game.
yeah, and there's also the fact that they could maybe trade Valanciunas if they're not happy with the way he's played. He doesn't really fit their offense right now. Because if they're not going to play through him, which you should be doing, if they're not, and they're just going to play ISO / pick and roll play, you might as well trade him for better assets. But
yeah, because they need a rim protecting center. as good as I believe Isaiah Stewart is, and I'm a giant homer in that respect, he's not your starting center by any means.
No.
That's like saying Andres Biedrins was a great starting center.
Got some
Right.
respect, isn't it?
Well, that's about the maximum I can say for Isaiah Stewart. I love him, but in terms of title contention, if that's who your starting center is, that's essentially saying Andres Biedrins is my starting center for my title contending team. No, I think that they need to look into some trades for Valanciunas, open up that market. What was that? Do you entertain Kemba Walker trades? Or is there even...
Yes, but who is going to trade for him is the problem right now.
Yeah.
Especially when he has got a disgusting contract on him.
Yeah,
That is
but there's my question. Is like, is he not tradable?
I think he might be, but you're probably going to have to lose quite a few assets yourself. Is the big problem now.
How the tables have turned.
Yeah, well done, Danny Ainge. Look what you've done.
That's why he's running away.
Yep. Honestly, I'm going to say it. Pussy. I hope Danny Ainge was listening, because I can tell he definitely watches the NBN.
Maybe that's Fabrizio or not.
No, I do really.
Tatum buries the three. Tatum saying no. I'm not done yet. I'm not looking back for the summer.
21-point game.
Hey, yeah, it's still game 5. That's what he's looking for a moral victory here against the Nets back end bench unit. Wow, LeBron is literally sitting on the side. LeBron and Durant literally sitting on the sideline again. The Celtics have brought it back within respectable contention. LeBron James is fuming that he can't get his rest in. Keep trying to get inside to Gibson, and he misses the layup. Tatum now, defended by Joe Harris, pulls up to 22, buries the shot. I might have to fake some enthusiasm for Jason Tatum scoring 42 points in this game 4.
Well done, Tatum.
Caruso out top to Gibson. The Nets refusing to take a timeout. Get their starters back in.
Oh, big block from Jonas Valanciunas. They could still be in this game. Oh, and another shot. It's a 15-point game.
It's a very smart plan to not make any threes, so that the Nets don't take a timeout.
They're not making any threes because if they made a 3, they could tie when they want the win in regulation.
Harris swings it to Gibson.
And they just need to make 8 straight field goals and have 0 response.
Oh,
look what you've done. Look what you've done, Tatum. That's all on you. You've lost this game.
Can we just skip game 4? Can we just skip game 5? Or just have
this game.
Or have Taj Gibson starting for game 5, please. Taj Gibson deserves it. Just for that layup. That was amazing. It's the free throw. People are going to look at the box score and not realize just how bad this game was.
Good D there, Tatum. As you jumped behind the backboard.
Finds Tatum again, gets the rim. He wants 50.
He might get 50, and no one will care.
Stevens.
Stevens quit now.
Hey,
It's gone.
nice looking side for Nicholas Claxton. At the end of this game 4, the Brooklyn Nets are opening out a 3-1 lead and getting ready to advance to the NBN Eastern Conference semifinals. Impressive performance here from the Nets, led by the way by LeBron James and Kevin Durant. So move ahead to the box scores. Tatum, 44 points, 17 of 29. Oh, Jaylen Brown. That is not the performance that you need from him.
Over 2 shots from Jonas Valanciunas. Good scoring. As LeBron and Durant miss a combined, 5 shots out of 31? Yeah.
6 of 31 from the field for them both. Aldridge with a fantastic donut on the night. He really enjoyed the donuts. 31 assists for the Nets. 82 points in the paint. Only committed 9 fouls. Oh, I did not know the T-Wolves are elite. Wow. Stream God Cap. Holy shit. All right, that's going to do it for us here on this presentation of NBN basketball. Deuces.